Steve Graham's cautiously pushing through floodwaters.
Back right off, you never know if there's not a washed out hole through here.
His load of building materials is urgently needed, 1,500 kilometres north in Darwin.
It's got a fair bit of flow to it, that water. It's coming down off the hill pretty quick.
Record wet season rainfall has drenched the top end. There's a risk the road ahead will be closed. All around him, signs of the big wet.
There's a bit of road damage through here from where the water's washed over the road.
But Steve's luck is in. The road's dry and the river's passable.
I reckon I've dodged a bullet again. There's a hell of a storm out there, but it seems to have swung off to the west. I might have missed it.
After a 1,500 kilometre slog, he's made it. With the wet season still threatening,
I don't want to hang around in Darwin.
he needs a quick turnaround or risk being stuck on his home run.
I want to head south and west. The more west and the further south I get, the more water I'm leaving behind me. Well, there's the road down near Broome.
For Steve Graham, the highway home is looking wrecked.
But I have had a phone call saying that they've got machines going out there and they're pouring a big heap of dirt in that. They hope within 48 hours to get that open. They are only temporary repairs. If there's big rain down there, it'll blow them out.
He's hauling oil pipes bound for Broome,
Fingers crossed I can slip through these puddles and slide home.
with more freight to pick up on the way.
It must be going to rain. My knee is giving me shit. It's playing up something shocking. It must be feeling the weather. I'm into it.
Straight away, the monsoon threatens.
She's a bit wet out there. The visibility is not too good. I'll just back it off a bit. I hate driving in heavy rain. Driving rain is scary. It's just not worth roaring along at 100 when it's like this. It's bloody silly. It's certainly not a fun drive when it's like this.
He's made it through. 300 kilometres to the small town of Catherine to pick up more freight.
Sort that out this afternoon, we'll be good.
But then,
The road's closed here. The low-level crossing's underwater.
making matters worse, there's no room here for a road train to turn around.
Usually you can go around the block or around the rock or whatever.
Steve has no choice but to try an unknown driveway. There's not enough room here either.
Not going to do it.
Steve's stuck. Campground owner Glenn lends a hand.
Thank you for your help. I've got to get past your post here, mate. Just watch me out the front, will you, on your post?
Steve's due to be loading extra freight by now. His clients are waiting. But turning the truck and 2 trailers in this tight space is proving impossible.
Nah, not going to do it.
In sweltering conditions, Steve will have to split up his truck, wasting precious time. But more help is at hand.
I'll watch you. You stop me if I'm starting to bend anything, will you?
Before you touch, I'll stop you.
Yeah.
Old mate Scruffy, a local transport company employee, has spotted Steve's predicament.
So I'm in a situation, so stop to give him a hand. It's just our nature, that's what we do. We help each other out all the time. If somebody needs help, you help them.
Without truckers, everything stops. So that's why we look up to it.
It just shows in the bush, when you get in a bit of a tight spot, people just come out of the woodwork to help you. It's good stuff. It's the way the outback is.
Slowly, with Glenn and Scruffy's help, the truck comes back together.
The good news is Glenn's a traffic controller. You couldn't get it any luckier. If you needed two good blokes to come out of the bush and give you a hand, this is my lucky day. I've won the lottery.
Beautiful.
Well, I can't thank you for your help enough, Scruffy.
You know what it's like.
Well, that's that little job done.
Finally, Steve can push on.
That's outback trucking. Sometimes things that look really bad turn good just because a couple of good blokes come along.
He's picking up a smashed-up truck. Then a second-hand ute. Steve's set.
Right, I'm going to get my driving shoes on and get out of here. That's it, I'm loaded, finally.
Ahead, a massive 4-day return run to Perth. He's heading west, where rain from a tropical cyclone has created an inland sea.
The customers who are involved with this all know that it's the wet season. They've all been given notice that I've got wet season problems. Well, there's the river down there on my right again. I can't see any crocs there today. The water's fairly flowing through here. It's pouring through, coming up to the West Australian border, which is good. It means I've only got just a bit over 3,000 kilometres to get home. The downside is dealing with home state bureaucracy.
A brush with authorities is the last thing he needs.
There's aspects of it they may not like. There's some road dirt on one of the vehicles, and that second-hand pipe on the back trailer might raise some eyebrows, but I'll find out when I get down here. I'm just coming up to it now. That was a stress yawn.
These are necessary stops, but always nervous ones for truckers.
How are you? If I haven't got any done, I'll have to do it.
The inspection is taking longer than Steve hoped, which could be a bad sign. In the office, more questions.
Is that oil site stuff getting down to Perth or...?
Yep, all going to Perth, mate.
Yeah, just right down Perth is the location. It's just the car, the truck, some construction steel or something?
That's it, mate.
All good. Have a good day.
Thanks, Cobber. It's a pleasure to do business with people like that. And here we are in the home state. It's like coming home. It's always good to be here. It's a relief to get out of the desert country and look at some vista, some scenery. It's a pleasure. So it's good to be home, but the downside is apparently this is where all the water is. There's a bit of mist off the river. They're blowing a bit of water out.
Steve knows this road well, and he's seeing signs of trouble up ahead.
Oh, the river's pretty swollen down here. There's a lot of water in it down here. You're getting king tide. It's not far down there to the ocean. It blocks all that water, and it runs back, and all this country here, out here, goes underwater.
Water on the roadside. Water in the sky.
It's also looking ominous down here to the west. My old leg's been giving me a bit of curry. That's where the damage is to the road, is down there to the west. And I don't know how much rain it would take to wash this out again, but the country's all wet. It's all very soft out there. You wouldn't want to be out there.
The big wet has washed away whole sections of the highway.
This is where that road was washed out. The boys have got right into it. You can see where it was completely washed away here. The water must have been roaring through here to rip all this out. It must have been a hell of a flow. It's, and as you can see, it ripped it out for a fair way. You can see what's left of the water out there, and you can see where it roared across there. You wouldn't have wanted to be here on the road when it came through. That's that little obstacle out of the way.
Steve's been warned it'll be a different story as he approaches the coast.
My old knee's telling me I'm going to hit some rain really, really soon. This is starting to look pretty nasty, this thing up in front. This could be swirling its way up into being one of those big supercells. A lot of energy in there, a lot of horsepower. It's scary to say the least, looking at that stuff off the edge of it. I've seen these things out Millen Jetty Way and that, and just blew a little place to pieces where we were once. It's like driving up to a wall. I just hope it's not an absolute wall of water that I can't see through.
The signs are already ominous.
I'll be jumping puddles all the way into Broome now. It's just come out of this downpour. It's dumping on top of us. How are you, mate? Yeah, not bad. Where's all this water come from? This shower this afternoon? Unreal, eh?
Water on the road is one thing. Washouts, where the current has hollowed out under the road surface, are more worrying.
See, there's bits broken away there. That's why I'm just going steady. I'm in it. This is a slightly deeper hole. Just line up the middle of the road and idle through these ones. This is a bit deeper, definitely. Ooh, and see, a bit just broke away underneath me there. The road's cracked away there. She's gone. The road base is soft. The road base is rotten underneath this road. Of course, as the flows get deeper, they get faster. And then you've got the old flotation problem. See, this one's a bit deep. You've got a big heap of tyres on your trailers, spares in the rack. Your toolboxes are like little boats. If you're empty on fuel, you've got huge flotation with fuel tanks and air tanks, and they'll just lift everything up, get your traction off the road, and if you've got a current running, you're gone. But that was deep enough to float a car, that one.
After being on the road for more than a month, Steve's only a couple of days from home.
There's plenty of water out here. This sort of water I don't rush through.
If he can get through.
There's a lot of it. They closed the road. I've got no choice to wait because my only other option would be to go 2,000 kilometres back to the Stewart Highway, 3,000 kilometres down to Port Augusta, and then 3,000 k's home. It would be an 8,000 kilometre detour.
And it's getting worse.
Looks a bit deeper than what I thought too, looking at that car. Just try and pick up that white line. I don't like getting too close to the edge. There's a fair bit of broken pavement down there. If there's holes been developed and chewed up into that road and it's just marsh underneath, well, you'll sink her. Sorry, mate, sorry. The road surface is gone on the right-hand side. And this bloke coming towards me is going to want his half of the road, but I want my half of the road.
It's no place for a game of chicken.
You got a copy in that northbound truck coming towards the road train?
But there's no radio contact.
I was trying to tell him to wait back there. You can see where the water's broken here, the pavement's gone. I've got past where the pavement's broken, so he's basically on his own. And see, he's going a bit far to the left, he's going a bit far to the left. Oh, he's going way too far to the left. He needs to stop. And he just realised he's just stopped. As far as you can see, it's just water. Miles and miles of it. It's really humorous, really. I used to be a steering wheel attendant. Now I feel like I'm a sea captain. Of course, when it's like this, the crocs all move around. They travel around with the water, so you want to make sure you've got an eye open if you want to get out in there and check your wheel nuts or something.
Floods, Crocs, broken water pumps,
Can't rush it, you just got to take your time.
6,000 kilometres behind the wheel, and Steve is finally through the worst.
Well, I reckon that's it. I reckon that's the job done. I'm on the home run.
Teeming summer rain is already playing havoc with the schedule of long-distance truckie Mark Belitho
Oh, come on!
as he prepares for a marathon 5-day trek across the Australian continent.
Far out! I'm losing air.
We're just hunting our dolly and trailer down.
Mark will be sharing the wheel with Claire, his wife and driving partner of 15 years. She's trying to track down one of the trailers they'll be hauling, a consignment of car parts.
This is the busiest day of the week here.
The worst day for a mechanical problem with a trailer that threatens to put them behind before they've even started.
So it's a bit chaotic, but we'll get there.
Wow, man. I don't believe this. I've got an air leak on the front axle on the back trailer and I can't move because it's losing that much air. You can hear it.
That's a good thing. Teamwork, man. He's a classic, mate. He is one funny dude, the old trickmeister.
The air's leaking out that much, I can't move. Rev it up. I'll be out of air soon.
The mechanic has managed to track down the problem and fix it.
All done? Or was it just a loose clamp?
The air hoses have knocked the friggin' drain plug. Just straight out the drain.
The truck will now run constantly for 5 days, with Mark and Claire using the 2-up system. While one drives, the other rests. Then they swap so the wheels keep rolling. Mark and Claire are now 4 hours out of Perth and ready for their first driver change. It's been a good run so far, but there are signs of trouble up ahead.
Change over time, yep. Boss is behind the wheel now. All right then, ready for action.
You're heading into one almighty storm. Take it easy.
You too, keep it safe.
The Weather Bureau is warning of severe thunderstorms with hail, gale force winds and flash flooding. One of the worst storms to hit the area in years.
We've got water over the road in front of us in the next probably 20 minutes, and we're actually going into the storm now. We're driving into where it's going to get hairiest.
It's going to get dangerous, but Mark knows however hazardous the conditions are, he has to let Claire deal with it.
Being in the bunk, you're at the most vulnerable. Somebody else is in charge of the whole show. I'm not incredibly brave. I have a lot of trust in my fellow driver.
This is unbelievable. Wind's pushing the truck all over the road. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is dangerous stuff, man.
The combination of darkness, wind and heavy rain is a nightmare for any driver. But Claire is in a truck that weighs just under 80 tonnes and is travelling at 100 kilometres an hour.
This is severe shit, man.
Conditions are treacherous. Visibility is down to less than 10 metres.
I worry about the people that are coming towards me. This is when things can get pretty nasty. We keep going no matter what. You know, you've got to just keep rolling and do the best you can with what you've got.
The gusts outside could blow Claire's trailer clean over.
Oh, this is where a combination of no experience or not knowing the roads, not knowing your vehicle, you can come unstuck here really badly. This is serious, serious weather. And there's water all over that road.
The water on the road risks rendering the tyre treads useless. One mistimed touch of the brakes could send the rig into an uncontrollable aquaplane.
It's unbelievable. I have never seen anything like this in 16 years. I have never known water to be out over the road out here.
You have to think about pulling over in a fast way.
Look at that, all this water. Never seen this. This is just unreal. Woo. Scary stuff. And you see the trucks have even pulled over. This is pretty unbelievable. We cheated death. We made it, brother. We made it. It's all good. It's all good. We are sticky side down and shiny side up. That's a good thing. It was just a great buzz. Your adrenaline's running, and it's moments like that that you really know you're alive. Beautiful. We've still got our back trailer on, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I love that. I love it.
In Darwin, Jocelyn Dunning is
Yeah.
trying to get permission to do a supply run to a remote community 1,000 kilometres away.
So it's just general freight. There's nothing major on it.
How many have we got all up, James?
A 200-kilometre stretch of the dirt road is in a bad way, and weight and axle restrictions have been enforced. After a day on the phone, at last some good news.
That'd be awesome.
She has permission to run 2 trailers. Problem is, the road train is 3 trailers.
I didn't mention to him that we had the 3rd trailer.
Jocelyn can't risk breaking the permit conditions, but she can work around them.
We will have to leave a trailer and dolly at Bullman and come back for that one.
Splitting the road train up, so no more than 2 trailers go on the damaged section at one time. For son Lloyd, it'll mean several dog runs back and forth.
Close on 500 k's this trip.
It also means trailers with thousands of dollars worth of goods are left by the side of the road unattended.
There was somebody running out there a few years back that tipped a trailer over and the driver just abandoned it and everybody just went and helped themselves. So, yeah, the last thing we need is any of that sort of thing going on.
There have been early signs that the wet season may be on its way.
Yeah, during the night we got a bit of rain there in Catherine, and well, the sounds of it, it's sort of come from over east, sort of the way we're heading. So the start of the road could be a little bit damp, make things interesting. With those few clouds around, it looks like got a bit of rain. It's amazing how fast it can move.
Lloyd's seeing all the warnings of a run that could turn nasty.
If it's a big enough sort of a shower, it can turn the road backwards really quick. Yeah, pretty black clouds over there. We're down to about 20k already, so could make for a long day out there on the dirt.
He's deep into wild country now, with roaming water buffalo and feral donkeys with no road sense.
Another one just over here. There was one morning we were poking along the track out here and it was still in the dark. About 3 or 4 of them decided they just wanted to run out in front of me, and I thought it was quite funny at first until we got about 4.5 k's down the road and they just wouldn't let me get around them.
Late afternoon and the rain hits.
You just have to be right on your game all the time, and you get pretty slippery if you get a lot of rain in a short amount of time.
Lloyd starts to worry about the worst case scenario.
If the weather really goes backwards in the next couple of days, we could have lots of fun getting out of here. They could even possibly close the road, put a 8-tonne limit on it, which means we can't travel on the road at all.
Heavy rain, and now nightfall.
It's going to be bloody lucky to get back out of here.
Lloyd's reached the restricted zone. Here, he'll break up his road train.
Just going to find a nice hard spot to drop me back 2 trailers.
It's a lonely job.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit damp out here. Everything's covered in a bit of mud.
Hitching and unhitching trailers solo in the dark.
Nice bit of rain to cool it down a little bit.
It's cooler, but more dangerous.
Last little bit of rain, probably almost 24 hours ago, maybe not quite, which dried out a fair bit during the day here, but now we're going through a fair bit of rain now. There's a lot of water sitting on the road.
He's in the centre of a tropical storm.
The road's sort of deteriorated a little bit.
Visibility is drastically cut. The road is hazardous.
Just making it quite nice and slippery.
Lloyd has a punishing night ahead.
100% concentration at the moment, just stay in the middle of the road best I can, stay away from the table drains. A few corrugations and patches. Won't take much, just one wrong little move. We could end up bogged. You've just got to be on your game all the time. The top's pretty slippery at the moment.
Weight restrictions have forced him to uncouple 2 of his trailers, splitting up his road train. It's turned out to be a blessing.
It would have been very interesting if we were towing all 3 through here, just with the water on the road and made it all nice and soft and slippery.
It's more than 200 kilometres of slippery, wet dirt road before Lloyd gets through the weight-restricted section.
Just going to drop our lead trailer and dolly.
It's taken 6 hours of night drive slog to get to this point.
It's got a couple of blocks of wood out, dropping it on the dirt, so just to make sure it doesn't sink.
Now, Lloyd has to turn around and do it all again.
Head back bobtail and head back and grab the other 2 trailers.
200 kilometres there and 200 back. Twice. To make matters worse, the road's so bad he's reduced to a 20-kilometre-an-hour crawl.
Got back to my second lot of trailers, the double. It's 11 o'clock on Saturday night. Back onto these 2, pulled up a bit of air and wander around, check the straps and tyres and everything before we poke off and head back towards where our single trailer is.
After an exhausting run, Lloyd's ready for some rest.
Coming up behind the single trailer we dropped off earlier. Just sort of well up behind it here and time for a bit of a camp, I think. It's been a pretty long day today.
But before he turns in, there's one last thing he wants to do.
Just give them a quick FaceTime.
A quick chat to his partner Renee and daughter Kiara.
Hi. I'll see you in a couple of days, all right? When Daddy gets home? Well, I'm just about to head out, so talk to you tomorrow night when I get out back into reception. I love you. She's sort of, the last couple of months, just sort of got used to me not being there a lot of the time, and she finds it hard. Get used to me not being there and sort of almost forgetting she doesn't have a dad.
The next morning, it's Sunday breakfast in the wilderness.
It's nothing too flash, but gotta eat something out here, eh?
Lloyd has another full day of driving ahead and another section where he'll have to break up his road train.
A little bit more of the dog running.
Ferrying the trailers back and forth to not break the weight restrictions.
Take 2 through and for about 100 Ks and then come back for a single, which will cost us a bit of time in the long run, but it's what we've got to do.
The road is muddy and slippery.
There's a lot of water sitting on the road, and I think they've had a fair bit of rain in the last couple of hours by the looks. So, yeah, it's a little bit boggy, sort of struggling for traction in places, but we're still moving forward.
What he doesn't want is more of this.
Keep your eyes on the road and just make sure you're sticking as close to the middle as you can and watching all the holes.
The load is taking a pounding. which means he's having to make regular stops to check everything is secure.
Everything seems to be all right, yeah. Nothing's really moved, so everything seems to be travelling bloody good this week.
At the back is the brand new boat that was loaded in Darwin.
It's got a new colour to it, yeah. Nice red tinge, otherwise it's travelling bloody good.
Soon after dark, the first signs of civilization.
Yep, just rolled onto the bitumen.
The moment Lloyd savours every time he does this run.
Yeah, it's a pretty good feeling. All the freight's still in pretty good nick. Good to finally be here. Yep, no, you're right, Tommy, you got them. We got to put it all on, and then it's good someone else having to take it all off. Yeah, mate.
When I first arrived here and I turned around the corner, I saw this dirty boat and I go, geez, that bloke's not going to be happy with that. Whoever's boat's at home, just realised it's mine. And luckily enough, there's just a bit of bull dust on it. So.
After unloading the fishing boat, Lloyd has to pick up freight for the return journey. It's dark before he's ready to set off on the 1,000-kilometre run back to Darwin. Another 3 days' drive to get home. But when he gets there, the best welcome he could wish for.
How's school today? Good. Want to have a look at Daddy's truck?
Kiara might just be our littlest Outback Trucker yet. 5,000 kilometres in 5 days. That's the gruelling schedule for office worker turned trucker Graham Parks.
That's it, exactly.
Crossing Australia to deliver rail line to a mine on time.
Always aware of the wet season and delays, etc. Always got plenty of food and water on board in case you're stuck for a few days.
A hardcore long-distance truckie, he hasn't been home for 7 weeks.
I've got grandchildren that I FaceTime call and they get to see their crazy pop. I show the phone around so they can see where I am, and I miss them little buggers every day while I'm away. Getting teary now thinking about it.
Today, he has something to shake him out of his homesickness.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
A road that's rattling him and his truck.
I normally take 25 metre long. We've got a pilot behind me, but this one's only 18 metres.
It means he can take a different route using smaller roads. It should save time, but this may have been a miscalculation.
We're feeling the bump in here. The load also feels it, and the trailer feels it.
Graham's tight schedule means he can't afford to lose time. But he can't afford to lose his load either.
I'm just going to pull up here and go and check the chains after hitting that massive big bump back there on that causeway.
Back on the road, Graham heads into the sunset. He's covered 700 kilometres on his first day. That's 300 less than his target.
As long as nothing goes wrong up here, no one falls belly up in front of us or floods stop us getting through, we should make that deadline.
He'll spend the night in his truck and try and make it up tomorrow.
Hey Andrew, how are you? Real good, thanks.
Next morning, it's a new day, but the same old roads.
The condition of these roads here, how bad they are corrugated, even though they're major highways and it's all bitumen. Today, some of the bridges I went over doing 60, it just throws the truck and the load and me around. And it's always good to check on your load, make sure that your restraint and everything is holding up through all of this. Where's the chiropractor?
Graham and the truck are taking a battering.
Here's the last of the bumps. Canal Creek Anna Branch. Good for $1 now all the way.
In Graham's trucking world, sitting on $1 means cruising at 100 kilometres an hour. But the rough road he's been on means yet another unscheduled stop.
We'll just pull in here and have a quick look at the chains and check everything, give the tyres a bit of a kick.
The bumps have taken their toll.
What do you mean about the scalloping? There's nothing to worry about. Get another couple laps around Australia out of that.
Back on the road, Graham's worries are just beginning. big storms in the sky.
We're getting a strong breeze at the moment, and it looks like we could be heading in for a bit of a storm.
And clouds of another kind that are just as threatening.
There's fires blowing close to the road up here. With that lightning, that's probably how it started. We've not long ago passed some trucks and they didn't call us up and let us know about a fire, so perhaps it's just started by a lightning strike. See a massive fire to our left. This road could change direction around this bend and we'll be heading towards it. I don't use my judgment. I can, before I proceed through it, if I don't see it safe, if I don't deem it to be safe, I'm not going to go through it. Look how black it's getting down here. Storm clouds. It's the worst storm clouds we've seen all day. Have a look. Oh yeah, there's a lot of water to come out of there. We're heading into a good storm, mate. Look at this wind, lightning in front of us. The strength of this wind is blowing the truck around. Look at the trees going.
In less than a minute, Graham's in the middle of a blinding tropical downpour.
The lightning has just been striking right by the side of the roads here. It's amazing. Water sitting here. It's right on the edge of the fog line there on the left wheel track. We've got to be mindful of that as much as the wind blowing the truck and looking out for branches blowing.
As quickly as it arrived, the violent storm has passed.
It was hell mad. Best storm I've driven through in a long time. The road is actually dry now, and we've made it to our chosen destination for the day.
With a 12-hour driving limit, Graham is forced to pull up for an overnight stop at a remote roadhouse.
There's a sign there. It doesn't say under new ownership. It says now open under new wife. Probably letting everybody know he's got a new boss. It's another day over.
But back on the road the next morning, it doesn't take long for Graham to run into more trouble.
My orange check engine light just came on. If it goes to red, means we've got a major issue. Might as well pull up and check. It only takes 5 minutes.
But this unscheduled stop looks like it's going to cost more than 5 minutes. Graham's worried about his coolant level.
Bubble here, we're supposed to be able to view the level of the coolant, but I've never been able to detect it. It actually looks like it's empty.
And there's another problem.
I don't want to hang around here for too long because we've got bushfire lurking over there. We're not low on coolant. Bloody hot though.
If it's a radiator problem, it's risky driving on.
I haven't got coolant, but I've got plenty of water to put in it, which will get us by.
But Graham has a strict deadline to get a section of railway line to a mine, still more than 1,000 kilometres away.
Just keep going, keep an eye on it. It's only the orange one. Hopefully it won't lead to the red one. The day is not over.
Back on the road, and with time to make up, Graham puts the hammer down. But the truck's still playing up. The temperature gauge is climbing.
So I've backed down. I dropped down to nearly 80 kilometres an hour. Now I'll be keeping an eye on why it's starting to come up. I mean, the fact that it's hot outside shouldn't be causing it to do that. It seems like there must be an issue in there somewhere. I'm going to back right off and hit the cruise control on about 85k for a while. A couple of months ago there was a faulty wire at the back of the radiator that was causing the check engine light to come on. Could be something similar, hopefully.
Graham can't afford another stop. He makes the call to press on, hoping the engine light is a false alarm.
I sat on 85 k's for a while and the temperature didn't fluctuate, so I moved up to 90 and I'm happy to just plod along at 90 k's an hour. If you're going quick in this heat, of course it's going to be heating it up. It's probably one of the harshest temperatures in the country at this time of the year. There's another massive fire over here.
With one eye on the bushfire, Graham pushes on to his delivery drop.
And we'll be in Tom Price tonight, ready to complete this journey and unload tomorrow.
He's finally made it to the mine, and a vital piece of rail line is delivered on time.
Used to be an office worker. Always wanted to be a truck driver, and now I'm in my element. I love it. I was meant to be a trucker, mate.
Husband and wife driving team, Gordo and Shu, are in the middle of a truckie's nightmare.
We've just come back from Newman and we're going back up there again.
Bad weather caused them delays. Instead of resting at home, the bosses told them to turn around and do it all again.
At this time of the year, you've got to deal with cyclones, floods, the cattle and the fires. So you've got the whole lot. You have?
We probably won't get home till tomorrow afternoon.
Only if there's no water up the road. If there's water up the road and we can't get through to the marina, we're stuck again, going up. Is that rain over there already? Over in the distance there and there?
Heavy rain has already washed away large chunks of the highway.
The water just lifts the road and the road's given way.
The more vehicles that go over it, the more it chops up while the water's running. And that's why they usually like to try and stop you running through it until the water goes. But if it's going to last for a few days, once it gets down a bit, they let you go because all the mines and towns up north start running out of food.
Shu's been sent a video warning them of what the road is like up ahead.
You see how he's coming through? That's what you're up against there. I'll wait for them to come through.
Gordo and Shu have hit a flooded 500-metre stretch of highway.
Freaking slow.
That could be safe to cross, or an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, he's just hit a hole. That hole there.
Copy at the Kenworth there.
Got you, buddy?
Yeah, just a quarter way long there. You probably see me rock side by side. There's a great big hole there. On the way down, half of your side's washed out.
No worries. Thanks a lot, buddy. You have a safe one.
Okay, cheers. Thanks for waiting.
No worries. Okay. Let's go. And we've got to go over this side. So over this way, you reckon, Swardo?
Shu has to try to avoid the holes where the road has been washed out. But if she drives too close to the edge of the bitumen, she risks ending up in the river.
He was just about here and he went down a hole. Yeah.
There's usually ripples in the water where there's a hole, you know. That's rushing across and you'll see that sometimes there'll be a big ripple and other times there'll be a small one. In this way a bit.
All right.
So you could have said, well, you'll get right over there.
Yeah, I know, but...
Get over here.
Okay, I'm coming back over, Gordo, but the f***ing holes...
Otherwise you'll be bogged.
All right. I was trying to avoid the holes.
Way a bit. You're getting over too far.
I know, but there's the holes here.
Yeah, but you want to fall out in there. I'd rather go into the hole than fall out in there.
All right, all right, all right.
I'll get dressed.
Gordo and Shu's trip from hell is about to get worse. They arrive at their destination, the mining town of Newman, just as it's being savaged by the fringes of the cyclone. Their job of dropping off trailers and hooking up new ones just got more stressful.
That way! That's the way my f***ing thumbs goes, that's the way you gotta go!
told you before don't stand in front of the dolly, so I can see where I'm going.
I'll tell you where to go.
They need an address for another trailer pickup from the depot. But it's deserted.
I knew he wouldn't remember the address, and there's no address on here.
Shu and Gordo are at breaking point.
We're not running around with the trailer on the back trying to find another depot. You can't run around with a trailer.
Hey, listen, I've got a bloody good idea where it is, so look, stop bloody that.
Gordo thinks he knows where the other trailer is. He'd better be right. This storm could close the road they came in on, and they could be stuck up here for weeks.
Where's the trot line resident? So that's 3375.
Yeah. It's pitch black, and they need to find the new location quickly.
Way up there.
Okay, back up. Okay.
Is there a time you eat your meal? What is the time? 1 o'clock, 12:30? There you go. Dinner.
It's early morning, and after driving over 1,000 kilometres to get here, they're ready to turn around and do it all over again. But they're barely out of town when there's more bad news.
Here for the night. If the road's closed.
I'm going to have to get off the road. Pardon?
I said, I don't know where you're going to go.
Neither do
Unless
I.
you pull up behind that one up there.
Well, we're stuck. We can't go anywhere. We have to wait till the road opens. So, here we go. More dramas. Another day in paradise. We're at Newman. We're at beautiful downtown Newman at Capricorn Roadhouse. And we've been here since 2 o'clock this morning, and it is now, what is the time? It is now 9:15, and the road is still closed. And the facilities up here are A1. Believe you me. There's nothing open, nothing at all.
All Gordo and Shu can do is sit it out. There's only one highway back to Perth, and it's still underwater.
That's it. Once you've lost a day, you've lost a day. There's nothing else you can do. You just got to try and get around it as best as you can.
Oh, guess what, fellas? The road's open. Will I run over the sign? Shu?
Yeah?
I reckon he's gone to snoozy. And he's gone off the bloody road, eh?
After a long night, it's a relief to be back on the road.